All right, my friends, my bad. We got technical difficulties left and right today. I'm falling apart, my friends. I do appreciate y'all being here, though. My gosh, it's Friday morning after an interesting Thursday night football game. My picks went 3-3 there, but I feel like we essentially in that 3-3 game, we broke even. We had some fun. It was entertaining. I had myself a nice time watching it. It was fun to watch a little snow in the second half. Nick Chubb scoring that touchdown in the final, whatever. He had like 8 yards rushing inside the 10-yard line there at the end of the game was the only reason why we went 3-3. We should have gone 4-2. We saw like 4 deep downfield passes to Pickens. He catches any of those. We get the final 8 yards we need for receiving. We go 5-1. It was very close. Everything was close. The only thing that really wasn't terribly close was Winston. Finished with 27 pass attempts. We had over 31.5. Interesting night. Go Browns, right? Goodness. Taking home a W. Weather, the great equalizer. As we all know this, if we've been betting on sports and watching sports in a long time. Yes, we're talking NFL here to kick off the top of the show. We got NBA betting to cover. It's the NBA Cup tonight. Game 4, I think. Should be interesting. We've got a massive total for the Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks tonight. 244.5 points. My gosh, I can't get over it. It's so freaking high. It's like an all-star game. And on top of that, the spread is 1.5 points. So Trae Young has been miserable shooting the basketball. I'm going to start from scratch here. Trae Young has been miserable shooting the basketball. He can't make it from wherever he is right now. He's missing free throws, threes, layups. He can't make a bucket, but he is distributing, and he's distributing very well. And his potential assists have been like insane numbers. I'm talking about 28 to 32 potential assists in multiple games this past 7-8 days. We have massive upside today for a few reasons, and let me go full screen to show you here. So for Trae Young, I'm actually just going to type in Trae. I'm using myspurryedge.com. This is where I create my edges. I find the best odds, and then I check how they've been playing, and essentially try to decipher, is it worth paying the price of whatever the odds are? Now, I'm going to point something out really quick here. This was an official play inside my Discord this morning. Let me see, a little bit before 7 a.m. So this has been live for just over 2 hours for my VIP picks, and we got it at plus 100 on DraftKings. Look at the odds now, minus 130 on DK. Fliff, the last beacon of hope for many of you, minus 110. Get it now. This is going to continue to move. This is going to be 12.5 at plus odds within a few hours. It just will be. So I'm going to click on Trae Young's name. His player card will pop up with all his different betting markets. I'm going to select assists. All right. Now, I want to show you something we added yesterday afternoon for members. You can see it's Trae Young, Atlanta Hawks at Chicago Bulls. His assist line right now at 11.5. Check this out. Listen, again, we're like, 8-9 weeks old? This is the first iteration of this. The next step is to take this data, all these game logs, and make clickable and filter buttons. So like if I want to select Trae Young games when he plays 25 plus minutes or 30 plus minutes, I click a little button down here and bam, it'll pop up only his player cards when he plays 25 or 30 plus or whatever. And then I want to see how he does when he's on the road. So for now, because somebody asked for this, we're like, oh yeah, we can add this right there. I want to know how Trae Young does when he plays 30 plus minutes on the road. So far this season, we have 6 games where he's played on the road and played 30 plus. In those games, he's racked up 8 assists against Oklahoma, 15 against the Wiz, 12 against the Pels, 13 against the Pistons, 19 against the Kings, and another very good defense in the Warriors. He had 11 against them on the 20th on the road. Again, these are all the road games. Now for Trae Young tonight, oh my goodness. The Bulls are I believe they're still the fastest paced team in the NBA. So you're going to pace up matchup, and they give up the most assists per game to opposing point guards. So you've got a guy right now who is racking up 25, 32 potential assists in virtually every single game. You have him in a pace-up game. You have him in a game against the defense giving up the most assists in the NBA. And last but not least, a 244.5 point total and a 1.5 point spread. There's literally not a thing about this play that I do not absolutely love. It is an official pick. If you're watching right now, you tuned in at the right time at the top of the show and you got an absolute freebie, because this, I believe, was one of my first two. Yes, it was. It was one of my first two posted picks of the day. I love it. I think this is such a good, this is like one of those spots where, like, okay, you know what? Even if it does not cash, even if it does not cash, it is such a phenomenal data-driven play. And earlier today, odds-driven play. Now, I think it gets a little touchy. Maybe you start looking at the points and assist combo. I don't know. But again, I mean, I posted it this morning, and here was even the screenshot I posted in Discord with a write-up, by the way, which I'm not going to show you the other one because that is for Eric. I'll just do a little precursor. There you go. I'll show you a screenshot of his play. So the first play was not this one. I'm not giving away the other one. That's for members. But, you know, there it is. We got it at, actually, it even wrote plus 105, and then my photo was plus 100 because I think the odds changed live while I was doing it. So, you know, clearly this just makes no sense to me. But the fact that this dude has all those things going for him, and we got him at plus 100 this morning inside my Discord, we're going to have elite closing line value here. Elite. Because I'm telling you now, again, you got to get it on Fliff. If you want it right now, like, Fliff is it. This is your last spot for most of you. Some people have Hard Rock. By all means, get the minus 105. But not everybody has that. Crazy. Yo, what's up, Richie? Finally able to catch a live show this week. Woohoo. Yeah, appreciate you. Do you like him with Jalen Johnson? What do you mean? What are you asking about Jalen? Are you trying to do like a parlay, like a points for Jalen and assists for Trey, like a 2010? You probably run something out like that. What's up, T-Sox? Thank you very much. Hit the like button, y'all. Yes. What are we doing here? We're in here just getting free picks, research, going to get your questions answered today. Fire them off. By all means, you want to look at Trae Young and Jalen Johnson 2010, let's do it. So I'm bringing up Jalen Johnson. All right. We'll look at his points. There you go. 20. He has hit the over in 8 games. Maybe you go 15. Let's put it at 15. You want to go 15-10? There's 15. Last 10 games, he's hit the over 9 straight. So maybe Jalen Johnson, 15. Well, I see no reason to take 2 bets from the same offense. I never do that. Personally, I don't like 2 bets from the same team. I can live with doing 2 bets from the same game, but you have to understand, for NBA betting, you are very much at risk for a massive blowout and any given night. 244.5 point total, 1.5 point spread. This game should go down to the wire. 122 to 121, a 123 to 122 type game is what Vegas implied with their opening lines and what the bettors have kept there. However, if you bet on multiple plays from the same team, what happens if the Hawks only score 80 points tonight and they get run off the court for some reason? Or the Bulls go out there and they just get trounced 137 to like 89, which you see several times per week. These absolute blowouts that tank your game and tank all bets in the game. You got to be careful with what you do with betting 2 plays in the same game. You can live with it, but you really got to be accurate here. 2 bets from the same team, I think you're living dangerously for sure. Anyways, 15 points in 9 straight games for Jalen Johnson if you want to run out that alternate line prop. And then if you're going Trae Young and you want 10 assists, I mean, maybe you go 8 assists. Actually, everything just refreshed, didn't it? Oh, that's right. There we go. So 8? We want to put it to 8? I'll slide it down. What's going on here? Everything's refreshing? Oh, yes. My API ran. Okay. So, yeah. NBA Cup night tonight. Blowouts don't have as much relevance. Go look at the game. Okay. Listen, theoretically, have you looked at the games? Have you looked at the results Friday And the last, was it Tuesday, Friday, Tuesday? There's been blowouts, my friend. Every time we continue to get like these, we continue to get close spreads, and every single time we are getting blowouts still. It's just happening. So, like, I understand it's not supposed to happen, but it's happening. Matter of fact, let me Google that real quick. We'll look at the ESPN NBA. We'll bring up the scoreboard, and we're going to look at the scores from those dates. Slide it on screen. So, oh, I have the wrong screen up, don't I? My bad. All right, so we have a 25-point game here. 14, 12. They did pretty decent that first cup night. Let's look at Friday. 13, 12, 18. I'm looking at the differentials. 21, 16. All right, so moderate. And then we'll look at, was that Tuesday the 19th? Let's see. 12, 33, and then some close games. So, again, I agree with you that they should be more competitive games. And I think that these spreads are indicative of that. 6.5, 16.5 for Celtics Wizards, Golden State 10.5, right? I mean, you're getting some 2.5, 2.5, 12.5, 1.5. You're getting some close ones, you know? But it doesn't mean that, like, there's not going to be any blowouts. It's just, I disagree. Yeah, but we still have game, but they're also harder played. So what's your take right here? What are you actually saying? Take all overs? Is that what you're insinuating? Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care that some of these teams have been on the court with their starters the whole time. Overs ain't hitting 24/7. Matter of fact, on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, I had posted a bunch of positive EV plays in Discord in my picks, and all the positive EV plays were unders, and I think they went 7-1. If you can remember, I mean, those unders for positive EV went crazy. But look at the scores. I mean, how many times did we see teams in the 80s and 90s? They're playing hard. It's been better for the product, Patrick, but it's not like everyone's killing overs. I mean, go look at those box scores, man. They were some very low scoring games. And then you get some high scoring and some moderate scoring. Like, I have not seen any single position that are like, direction of playing these props or game bets that have like a massive edge. Like, there just hasn't been, it's just not. Unders have been hitting a ton. Matter of fact, on Friday, I also did a bunch of positive EV plays for Discord. And I think Friday also went nuclear too. And they were all unders. I'm trying to scroll back. What was Friday? So Tuesday was the 19th. Okay, so my positive EV on Tuesday, I'm looking at Discord. To the unders went 3-1 inside Discord. And then Friday would be the 15th. Let me scroll back to the 15th. That's too far back. I have so many freaking things posted. I'm never going to get there. Forget it. Oh, unders went... Oh, no, that's the 17th. No, I'm done. I can't keep scrolling. Okay, let's see what he says here. Of course not. I'm just saying that when we bet on NBA, we have to worry about blowouts and players taking off the court. But for Cup, most players have been cashing their lines on Cup nights. That's not true. That's a very generalized opinion, subjective statement. I'm telling you right now, it's just not true. My picket says otherwise. 95% of my positive EV plays are unders, and I play 75 to 100 bets per night. Positive EV on top of my originated plays. And they're not, I'm telling you right now, I mean, look at if you see my picket, I had like 8 days in a row of cashing. Unders destroy NBA. It's the biggest misconception to be taking all these overs based on trends. I mean, if people watch my picks that I post in Discord, I'd say probably 70% or more of my plays are unders. And here's the other part of it. It's like a lot of people, they take overs, assists, points, rebounds, PRA. And then what happens? I mean, really think about the NBA. You know, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Derek White. You know, I got these lineups that are loaded. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, they're going to score a bunch of points. They slam these overs. The chance of like multiple of these guys all doing great, and like these guys are all hitting these up, it just doesn't happen. NBA, you have like a guy or two on the team that kind of pops off, right? Tatum goes for 37 points. Well, you know what happens? Jaylen Brown doesn't take as many field goal attempts. He scores 16 that night. Derek White has to settle for more three-point volume. Maybe he cashes his over for his threes, but because Jason Tatum's doing a lot of ISO ball handling, Derek White isn't getting a lot of assists. He's playing, catch and shoot off the ball threes, and like he'll hit the over in his threes, but his points go under, so on and so forth. You know, that's like NBA. You get these guys that just go nuclear, and then more than half the team just unders hit for everything else. And it's like, you just got to be careful about what you're doing here. I'm just saying, you just got to be careful. Hey, do it, then play it. Hey, listen. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it. Like, if you don't think Vegas has already baked in the fact that like stars are on, stars on cup night, that's not an edge to me, in my opinion. It's just not. Like, these guys are already priced as if they're going to be playing 36 minutes in a competitive game. They just are. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, let's use Trae Young, for example, okay? Trae Young, I don't even know what his points is. 21 and a half points and assists, 34 and a half. Okay, so like Trae Young, look at his last five. Like, he has been horrendous. He is ice cold right now. 4 for 12, 1 for 7, 8 for 16, 5 for 18, 6 for 16. He's not even shooting the way he usually does. 28, 21 attempts, 25 attempts, right? Like, clearly apprehensive to even chuck it and just distributing the basketball. All right. So keep that in mind, because you would think that a guy who is this poor of shooting lately would have like a 18 and a half, 19 and a half. They got him at 21 and a half points. Like, they've already baked into the fact that he's probably playing a lot of minutes tonight in a potentially close game because it's NBA Cup night. So, like, you're already being taxed on the fact that these are supposed to be better played games. That's my opinion. I have a camera and a mic, so people hear this and see this and they're like, he's right. I don't know if I'm right. I am having a conversation here. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a fun combo. This is my opinion. Let me make that abundantly clear. This is all subjective. He's not wrong. I'm not right. That's not how this works. We're just chatting. What's up, Steve? My experience, blowouts often occur when unexpected, but do not when expected. I mean, look at the Pelicans. 2 straight games. They beat the Nuggets and then like played another team down to the wire. Literally had like 9 bench guys only, and then Brandon Ingram. And then the third game, where the spread was finally like a 4.5 point spread, they were down by 40 points in the third quarter. I agree with you. Expect the unexpected when it comes to the NBA. Like, expect the unexpected. Yes. So Denver and Dallas is interesting without Jokic and Doncic. Here's the deal. I don't know what's going on with Jokic. Personal, he did not travel, but they are back home. So I am curious if he's playing tonight. I have not looked at Underdog to see if they've tweeted about it and talked about if he's going to be playing today. Let me see if I can bring something up real quick. I'm going to go to Underdog on Twitter and see if they have mentioned Jokic. And if chat has seen something overnight that I did not, I would love for chat to help me out with this one. But I know he did not travel. Oh, he's listed as questionable Friday. They are home. The thing is about Denver, or were they like 8-5 or something? Yeah, I've heard something about having a baby, but I haven't seen anything. Yes, Jokic lines have actually been up for the last 3 games, despite him not playing. So Vegas doesn't know either. I would say that if Jokic plays today, you got to think that he's just going to go nuclear, right? But also, if he's not in, is Christian Braun have any lines up yet? That's no bummer. If Christian Braun, here, I'm going to be real with you. Let's talk about this. Christian Braun has been an ATM for us. I think we are, 4 or 5-0? Probably misses his horses. Oh, man. If Jokic is out, Braun, I'm going to be looking immediately at his lines tonight. I will send out stuff for my members based on Jokic news. He has been such a lock and load play. Look, I just searched Braun. Ain't nothing there for us, my friends. He is not playing tonight. Or excuse me, they don't have other lines up for Denver because no one knows what's going on with Jokic. So they don't want to put those lines out and end up, allowing us to have all this closing line value if he ends up being out. So they'll wait. You want to look at Harden? We'll look at Harden. By the way, chat, I hope you are enjoying NBA, baby. NBA stream today. Do me a favor. Let me see. We got almost 300 people watching. If you're on Twitter, retweet this bad boy for me. Retweet it right now. You retweet. Run it up. Help me grow it. Help me grow the show. Bets for Breakfast has been around for a while, my friends, but it is new. It is new to Twitter. And if you are on, if you are on YouTube right now, one of the 90 people watching and only 30 have liked, come on. Should have 90 viewers right now, 90 likes. This is all free. I'm helping you out. We're talking sports betting, trying to get you guys some W's today, but I need you to, scratch my back as well. So let's look at James Harden. The unders have been cashing like crazy for him. His under for PRA has been on my positive EV playlist. I kid you not, like 6 of the last 8 games. It's just how it always seems to work out. So tonight against the Kings, who are getting back essentially everybody. Sabonis is supposed to be playing tonight. Not Trey Murphy. That's the Pelicans. They got another shooter off the bench. Malik Monk, I believe, is returning tonight as well. So maybe looking at De'Aaron Fox and slamming some unders might be the play tonight too on his points. Maybe, he went nuclear like 3-4 nights in a row without Sabonis, without Malik Monk, but they're both back tonight and Kings are on the road. And if I'm not mistaken, on the road last season, Fox's assists were always higher, scoring was lower, and vice versa. At home, Fox would have had like 3 or 4 higher points per game, and then his assists were lower. So on the road, maybe his assists go up. Maybe his assists. Zubac has been grabbing 1 million rebounds lately. It'd be interesting to see what happens with him today versus Sabonis. Could get in foul trouble too. Sorry, let's look at James Harden. PRA. Oh my gosh. Are you, dude, what? It has been bad. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? The Kings and Clippers are 2 of the slowest. What are we doing here? Hey, check this out. Let's look at Sac. Look at the PRA against Sacramento, 34 earlier this year. Did you know these categories are here? Did you know that? Rebounds, assists, points and assists, points and rebounds, points, rebounds, and assists. All right, how's he done at home this year? 36, 34, 37, over. 43 against Toronto. 28, 29, 32, 48 against Phoenix. 34, 49 against Phoenix. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So 2 of his overs are against Phoenix. Take those 2 away. He's under in, what is that? I can't do math. I'm too tired. 11 of 14 games. I mean, I kind of just want to grab this, right? Like just, we got 2 super slow paced teams, 38.5. Like the fact that it's not 37. Best odds right now in FanDuel. I mean, I don't like making a lot. I do not like making picks while I'm live, but I'm telling you right now, this is an interesting play. 38.5, huh? I'm going to bring up some pace of play. I want to look at some stuff on the side here. This is an interesting one. What do y'all think about Tyrese Maxey tonight? You know, minutes go up. His freaking scoring line at 15.5 is so low. Oh, DeRozan's supposed to play tonight for the Kings too. Oh, I think maybe we need to look at Fox points under tonight. That's right. DDR, Sabonis, and Malik Monk all returning. You know, De'Aaron Fox could be in a good under. Let's go look at that next. I kind of want to look at this real quick though. I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to entertain and stay alive here, but Harden's been the de facto point guard, yes, because they've been running Powell at the 2. I'd have to look at their starting 5. Is Chris Dunn starting? I don't think it matters too much. Problem for Harden too is like his assists. Like who's he dishing it to if Powell's not hitting shots? Clippers don't defend well versus point guards. I think it's the opposite, my friend. Aren't they the best in the NBA? I'm fairly certain because we've targeted opposing point guard unders before against them, and they are. So Powell has been out, yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I'm leaving this on my short list to come back to. That's good odds there on FanDuel as well. I want to look at Fox real quick because DDR, Monk, and Sabonis all coming back. I mean, maybe just PRA under. Points is this high? What? 26? Oh, we got to fix that. I forgot. The freaking apostrophe. Oh, man. I gotta remember that. Shoot. Text my developer. Oh, man. Yeah, the apostrophe in the name, like DE apostrophe Aaron Fox or Jamar Chase. I forgot the apostrophes. I don't think we've mapped them to those. It's a bummer. So Malik Monk looks like he's still out, but Sabonis should be there with DDR. I mean, I kind of wish I'm going to be real. Like, the more I'm trying to think through this. Like, how do I want to attack this spot? Because there's got to be a play here. I'm thinking Harden. I like the under. I really do. I kind of want to go Sabonis PRA as well. Let's look at Sabonis. So points are at 17.5. Matter of fact, let me refresh. I want most recent odds. Oops. How do you type his name? Sabo. There we go. All right. So points. All right. I'm looking at all. Assist. Juice to the over. Rebounds. Minus 118 under, minus 121 aggregate over. 17.5. Fairly even both sides. PRA. Let's see. Is he face LAC? Oh my gosh, he's absolutely bodied them the last 3 games. 44, 51, and 41 PRA. He had 41 PRA earlier this season against Zubac. He's not played in a week. This might be it. Rebounding like a champ. At home, his assists 4, 9, 6, 13, 7, 1. Yeah, rebounds looks real nice. You're not wrong. Look at his PRA this year at home. Again, how did I find that? Here's the filter button for home. 39, 30, 41, 41, 36, 33, 30. Oh, that's last year. 40+ PRA against Clippers. I saw, what, 3 straight games? I mean, this was my first inclination, right? The PRA for Sabonis. And look at it. And listen, going back to, the fella that was saying, or the person that was saying, superstars on cup night. I mean, this is one of them. Triple-double. Hey, not a bad bet, to be honest. I know you're joking. Maybe semi-joking, but I bet the odds are great. Hey, chat, real quick. Can you help me? Chat? I need you to look, if you have access to mysprayedge.com, because this update went out yesterday. I need to know if this is on yours or this is only the admin side of things right now. I don't know if my developer pushed it public, and I'm using it a lot today, but I want to know if you can see it. So if your chat right now, if you are a mysprayedge.com user, which, by the way, $10 link down below for a month. It's public? Okay, thank you. That's what I needed to know. I mean, I was talking about this morning. I don't like 2 players on the same side. Well, Kevin Johnson, feel free to log out of the site, close the tab, open it back up, try it. And then if you don't, share a screenshot in the help channel so that we can see it. Yes, it's only for NBA right now because that's the only thing I care about right now. Like, there's no minute filter for NFL. So maybe that's the problem there, Kevin. Maybe you're trying it for like NFL or something. But like, this is very much a NBA-driven thing. Home and away splits for NBA matter. Minutes matter. What's up, Snipe? But like MLB, we'll have that live for MLB. But NFL is the most irrelevant thing I've ever heard of. I don't even know what you would filter. NFL's not like that. Your sample size for home and away is tiny. Like, throw that garbage out the window, my friends. I think it's so irrelevant. So I don't even know if I'll ever add it. No, this is a different website, buddy. Sterling, this is my research website for odds and prop trends. 35.5 for Sabonis, I really like. I'm going to be real here. Minus 109 was that Fliff? No, that's Caesars. Yeah. Okay. Let me get some research photos here because these are nice. These are nice. I'm going to save these off to the side. I think you know what I'll probably do? And, listen, if you're watching the show today, that's Caesars. Let me send myself a message. I probably go a half unit on both. Just to keep it simple. You know what I mean? Like, in case the game is a blowout for some reason, I just go half unit on both. That way, listen, if the game sucks for whatever reason, we end up being able to protect our money a little bit. What's the lock? I talked about it in the beginning of the show, like my favorite play of the night. I gave it away at plus 100. Best odds there were on FanDuel. Good. I forgot. I was going to write that down. Minus 111 FanDuel. All right. So that's two interesting plays. Oh, I had a hardened player card already open. Save these for myself. This is always helpful. And again, I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. I don't know if I'm making these official. I don't know if I'm going a unit in. I don't know if I'm doing a half unit, both. I'll say if you're a member, just hang tight. You know, that's the beauty of being a member. You'll be able to see what I ultimately decide to do in Discord. I'll alert it for you. You'll know. Happy to share it. I love sharing this stuff. This is a really good slate. I'm just looking off. I got 3 monitors, so if you ever see me, I look up sometimes. I'm looking off to the left. I'm looking at the right. My show hosting side of things, where I'm looking at chat and stuff, is always off this direction, which is why you see me look over here. And so is all my back end, like let's call it producer. We'll call it my producer screen. This is where I'm like switching tabs around and all that crap. All right, let's move on to a new game, though. Honestly, what else do we have here? Pacers Bucks. That could be one. Embiid. I really should have jumped on that 22.5 points last game. Warriors, Pels. These games are tomorrow. I don't know if I want what are you think? Celtics, Wizards? I mentioned Maxey earlier. Yes, I did. I just don't know who to jump to next. Probably Maxey, right? Oh, yeah, this doesn't work when I switch. I got to fix this event column. Whenever I've researched for some reason, and then I go to events and I try to cycle through, it comes up blank. There's like these little things like that we're finding, you know? Maxey. You know, so this is entirely a minutes thing. Played 20 minutes last game. Went 3 for... And this is the other part. The dude shot the ball 13 times. He went 0 for 6 from downtown. Like, let's say Maxey goes up to 25. Oops. I just hit my mic. If that was really loud, my apologies. If he plays like 24 to 26 minutes tonight and takes 15 or so shots, I mean, that 15 and a half... I mean, it seems like an absolute steal, does it not? Well, that's interesting odds. Points and assists combo you like? Juice to the over. PA would be what, 18, 19 and a half, 19 and a half. I mean, honestly, I just want him to score. 15 and a half. Where's that? BetMGM. Like, that's an interesting. Yeah, for sure he is, Sterling. He only played 20 minutes in his first game back last game. I would imagine 24 to 26 minutes tonight. But, like, even at, dude, give me 25 minutes from Tyrese Maxey. I mean, the dude is a microwave. Yeah, I don't think I go to assists. It's probably just points. I do not like betting on freaking Kelly Oubre. The second you put money on him, he goes 0 for 9 from downtown. Doesn't rack up any assists. Never. He never racks up assists, like ever. The dude does not pass the ball. He's either slashing to the hoop or he's just shooting the ball from the outside. So it's points or nothing for me, for him. How are not looking at Tatum PRA? Maxi's on my short list. I'll say that. I don't know what I want to do yet, but that 15.5 is screaming bargain. I'll have to come back to that too. You were like Oubre. I'm just not touching Oubre. I'm just telling you. Especially with Maxi back. Like, nah, I'm not even touching him, bro. You can bet on him. You can take the W and you can be happy with it. I'm not taking that heartache. Oh, I'm on Brooklyn. Hold on. Tatum. Look at his threes. Sheesh. Juice to the over. Oh my gosh. Well, that's interesting. FanDuel assist at 5.5 minus 125. Every other book at 6.5 plus odds. Rebounds. The exact opposite. RA 14.5. Ooh, what's the R? Let's look at Tatum's RA. Points 28.5. All right, Tatum, what do you got for us? I think the kid is going for MVP this year. Like, he's all in. Maxi just bumped. Oh, gosh. We're going to miss out because I'm streaming. That's all right. Threes were at what? 2.5? My word. Look at Jason Tatum's threes. Was it 3.5 or 2.5? 3.5. Look at his threes. My gosh. Oh, but look at his volume. 7, 5, 9, 8. Oh, that's free throws. I was like, something's off here. Okay. 9, 6, 12, 10. That's actually pretty good. Wow. Problem is, like a 3-point volume, like I need plus odds usually for a threes category. Points, rebounds, assists. Man, he is just going bonkers, dude. What? That's the rebounds, assist at 14.5 that I was interested. I mean, for me, I probably just go points, right? Let's see. Cup days. What were the cup days? Cup was Tuesday, 19th, right? Tuesday. Okay. Sorry, someone help me. Was the NBA Cup Day Tuesday or Monday? Schedule. Tuesday. Okay, I had it right. So it's Tuesdays and Fridays. All right. So on Tuesday against Cleveland, 38 minutes, a barn burner. They did not have a game on the 15th. They did have one on the 12th. He scored 34 against Atlanta. Yeah, blowout potential for sure. There's no doubt about it. It's a 16.5 point spread. It's awful. Yeah, I need it. Let's see. Anything about Tyrese Maxey's minutes limit? Come on, Google. I'm not seeing anything about his minutes. So anything you've seen about him is just conjecture. Yeah, I don't see. I'm sorry. I am taking a second to really try to find this because I want to take this bet. but it's just conjecture. What's up to the 102 people watching on YouTube? Thank you for liking the show. I do appreciate that immensely. Thank you for the like. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, my friends. I am here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And on all the other days, I have videos that come out. So 7 days a week, you get coverage. My videos are mostly NFL. My live shows are a mix of NFL and NBA. NBA is a lot of fun to stream for. I'll say that. Let's see. What are the games that we have? Milwaukee was definitely one. Milwaukee and Pacers could be an interesting spot to target. Here's our short list so far. Sabonis, we talked about his PRA today coming back. He missed, I believe, 3 games. So it's not even like he was out that long. Sabonis, I believe, was lower back. He's had that issue for years. He's such a high minutes guy. It's NBA Cup night. He has dominated Zubac. We were searching him versus LAC. James Harden has been an ATM under 38.5. So, I mean, 29 cup night on the 15th, like he's had a cup game here and it didn't help him at all. Faced Sacramento earlier this season, had 34. The Kings are allowing the least amount of points in the NBA to opposing point guards. Essentially, I don't care who else is out there, Chris Dunn. These guys are not running point. James is. So I like the under here for the total PRA. And then Tyrese Maxey, we talked about it coming back. Maybe. And this is just conjecture. Again, I want to be real and honest. Seems like people are saying the minutes should go up. I think they will too, but we don't know. Yes, we talked about Atlanta and the Bulls at the top of the show. This is the very first thing we looked at. Let me see. Do we have any plays from Portland and Houston we could talk about? Van Vliet assist, maybe. Rebounds and assists for Sengun. We got to look at that one. And let's see. Nuggets and Lakers, we need to wait. Or excuse me, Mavericks and Nuggets, we need to wait. See what's happening with Jokic. Warriors and Pelicans, I don't want to talk about. Pacers and Bucks is probably a good one. Let's go look at Pacers and Bucks. Let me refresh this. It's got to be Pacers and Bucks. All right, so we got Giannis to look at, Dame to look at. Look at Siakam, Lillard, Halliburton. We'll just call it there. If I'm not mistaken, Giannis versus Indy has always been huge. Yeah, I thought so. Like him versus Chicago, that's the other one. He goes nuclear against them every single time. CHI. Look at it. Look at the PRA. 48, 45, 50, 68, 54, 58. Look at the points. 41, 38, 46, 32, 26, 35. Some teams just do not match up well, and Indy is one of them. 26, 30, 64, 37, 54 points. 45, 59, 81, 49, 69 PRA. Like, my first thought right now is just to go ahead and lock in some type of play for Giannis when the Bucks need W's at home against a team that has shown they cannot handle him. They just cannot handle him. I think, is it PRA? Is PRA the move or points? That's the decision maker right now. PRA or points? I'm going to leave that one up. I got to come back to that. Dame is due, no doubt about it. Wisco Snipe says, never forget Giannis hates the Pacers because they stole his 64-point game ball. Whoa. Dame is due, no doubt. We were on him last game to score 25. Freaking destroyed us. He started off shooting the ball so poorly, and then Actually, no, vice versa. He had 13 points at halftime, plays the entire third almost, like an 8-minute rotation, 9-minute rotation. He shoots the ball one time. He shot the first 3-pointer in the third quarter. I remember watching this. And then did not shoot the ball the next 8 minutes. Comes back in with 5 minutes left and scores 7 points in the final 5 minutes of the game. And just fizzles out. Like, one shot the entire third? What are you doing, man? Against the potentially one of the best matchups in the NBA. I was so tilted. I'm done betting on him for a second. Maybe as RA. Jeesh. But I'm off that. I listen, it's Giannis or nothing for me tonight. Let's see. So MIL. Yeah, this is just it's not a good matchup for Siakam. Too much length from Giannis. A lot of unders against Milwaukee for him. Maybe that's just the play. PRA under? PR under? How about PR under against Milwaukee? Dame. No. Halliburton. I mean, theoretically, he should be banging home threes in this matchup against that drop coverage of Milwaukee. Yeah, Giannis is going to be on my short list. I'm going to come back to that one. I'll do some research and post it to the Discord. Tyrese Maxey, James Harden. I got some plays to look at tonight. Donuts is waiting for. Do you guys remember him missing a dunk at the final minute on a play of the day? You remember that? The missed dunk heard around the world. So I remember a lot of people needed that dunk for their bets on Twitter. Thank you for the 50 likes today on YouTube. All right. I didn't cover all the games. Covered most of them, though. Covered most of them. 2 links down below, $15, $10. VIP picks, get access to my Discord, 15 premium channels, 10 plus sports, 8 plus cappers. What are you doing? My picks personally are on a 48 and 23 run. I'm on a 48 and 23 run, my friends. That is ridiculous. That's more than 67% hit rate. That is a 70 bet volume, essentially. 71 bets. I'm telling you right now, it's a good time to join Discord. I'm absolutely on fire. I got cappers who are on fire. J-Step has 3 sweeps in his last 5 nights for NHL. Goal had a sweep the other day as well, or went 7-1 in NHL. We saw fire for NBA and soccer. And NFL, I believe, had 3 or 4 nights of going 6-1, 8-1, 7-1 on the last 4 or 5. I got multiple cappers in Discord are on fire. Grab that link down below if you want access. There's a discount code right there. Use it. And hopefully you enjoyed this show. Again, this weekend, you'll see me again Sunday morning on YouTube. And I'll have a video or 2 coming out over the next couple of days. Thanks for tuning in today. An hour given to you. Do me a huge favor after the show if you like it. Drop a comment after is super helpful. Otherwise, grab those 2 VIP links down below, and I'll see you in Discord, my friends. Have yourselves a wonderful time, wonderful day. Let's get paid.